I used to wake up every day knowing I was meant for more. But the only thing I was feeling every morning, every time I woke up to the evening, was just feeling like shit. I was feeling terrible. From the instant I woke up until the evening, between like, I don't know, maybe 5 or 10 random doom scrolling sessions, some random YouTube videos, even some YouTube videos showing me how to become the man, how to build a great physique, how to feel energized, how to be successful, and do nothing about it. The only outcome I was getting from these videos was feeling more like shit. Because I was creating an even bigger gap between the guy I wanted to be and who I was right now, in the moment. And the thing is, I was training, tracking my macro, doing my daily steps, like I had good habits, but I was still feeling terrible. Because even though I had good habits, I had a lot of negative habits that were outweighing the positive habits. Like I was probably 70% to 80% in, but the other 20 to 30% other habits, the negative one, they were so awful that they were outweighing the positive one, and so the balance wasn't working. You can be 70, 80, 90% in and still feel like shit. Because if you're not 100% everywhere, like in every area you want to improve in your life, if you're all fasting everything, your 9 to 5, your training, your nutrition, you'll feel like shit. It's either you're all in or all out. That was me only a few months ago. It wasn't until I went all in on my physicality, on my mental process, on my nutrition, on everything, my 9 to 5, my side projects, that I was feeling energized again, that I had more ambition. I felt energized in the morning. During these past few weeks, my average of sleep was 7 hours, which is way better than most people, obviously, but it used to be more than 8 hours. And yet, I feel more energized because I'm aligned. I know I'm doing everything I need to do every single day. Like, you have no idea how it would make you feel. First, why do you feel behind right now? Because anytime you go on social media, you see people that have the body that you want, the mindset that you want. They're doing the habits that you know you should be doing every single day, and you don't. And so that makes you feel like shit. You see people your age, younger than you, having better physiques, being successful while you're not. And that's a terrible loop to be in, because you're not doing anything. You go on social media, you see these people doing things and improving their lives, and you go envying them, feeling even worse than before, and you repeat this loop for fucking ever. Some people won't ever leave this loop. Do you get what I mean? We don't want to be that guy. And the thing is, you're probably like me. You know you're meant for more because you have some ambitions. You watch videos like this. You know you're meant for more, but you don't know where to start. You don't know what to do. You don't know where the problem is from. What's the problem? You're never all in on everything in your life, your training, every habit that will make you grow in a person. So taking care of your body, your nutrition, your mindset, embracing silence, figuring out what you want to do with your life, everything like that. Your day needs to be structured from the moment you wake up to the moment you go to bed. That's how you'll make the most amount of progress. What you're trying to do right now, that's what I used to do. You're trying to fight the symptoms, so your tiredness, your lethargy, your lack of drive, and not the root cause. So you go read some mindset books, you go watch some motivational YouTube videos, how to be successful, how to be jacked, but you don't do anything about it. No amount of book, not even the best book ever on mindset, on how to rewire your mind, will save you. Only you can save yourself, because if you're not in a state of mind that can absorb what the book says, you'll never change, you'll never get that body, you'll never get the mindset that you're looking for. What you're looking for is in action. It's in figuring out who you want to be. Because every week you don't start, it's another week living below your standard. And the more you live below your standards, the more you'll feel like shit. So what do you need to start with? I said that you were treating the symptoms and not the root cause. What's the root cause? I'm going to tell you. But picture this. There's you right now, and there's the person you want to become. And there's a huge gap right now in sense of drive, in the energy, in the inputs, the daily inputs. Because this guy, The guy you want to be is doing way more than this guy. You're not tired, you don't have a lack of drive, you don't feel like shit because you're doing too much. It's because you're not doing enough, you're not working on the right things. Because imagine you woke up, cold shower, you get out, and you see yourself 8 to 10% body fat. Like you see a Greek god physique and you know that you're actually that guy. You're the guy who holds himself to his standard, no matter what. Any other day is a new day for you and you fucking embrace it because it's a new day. You get to train, you get to eat your fucking macros, doing your cardio, walk your 10k steps, and working on yourself. That's how you cultivate your ambition, by doing more, by being locked in on your body. Because yes, that's your body that I was talking about. Your body is the foundation of everything. And if your foundation is weak, you'll get nowhere. And I know that because I've been there. Today I'm all in on my body in the gym, on my nutrition, on my mindset. I have specific times during my day where I only focus on mindset, especially in the morning and in the evening. And it's a 24/7 process because if you do everything you need to do in a day, you act at your higher self, you'll be in that state anyways. You'll get the confidence. You'll get the drive. You'll fuel your ambition even more. But it was not always like that. I literally wasted my teenage years, bro. I used to be skinny fat. I wasn't even social. I couldn't speak to girls, which is one thing, but I couldn't even speak to other men, other boys. I was placing myself inferior to them. That was so fucked up. I was just, like, my life was just video games, watching random YouTube videos and watching corn. Gooning. Cool life. One day I just couldn't hold it anymore. During the lockdown in 2020, like, I was seeing myself every single day in the mirror, like times and times again in a day. I was locked in with my thoughts between a few Counter-Strike sessions and like fucking broke down. I knew I had to change. I couldn't hold it anymore. So I fucking changed. I started my fitness journey, but I'm sure you guys already have started it. You're just half-assing it. Because even when I was training 5 to 6 times a week, I was doing my macros, etc. I still felt like fucking shit because I was half-assing it. I was hopeless. I didn't have any sense of purpose or drive. I was sleeping a lot actually, but I was still waking up feeling like shit. Like anytime I was coming back from, I remember this internship I was doing in Bucharest. Anytime I came back from work, I was just breaking down, crying, not doing the things I know I should do. That was bad. That was bad. And this was the same loop for years. For at least 2 years, I didn't change. And when I realized that, like a few months ago, that I was so pissed. 2 years of knowing you're made for more, knowing you want to improve, and doing like, you're doing things about it, but not the right things about it. That's when I realized that anytime I felt high frequency, I felt I was improving the most. That was when I was all in on everything. My days were scheduled from the beginning to when I go back to bed. Being all in on the training, the nutrition, the self-improvement habits, everything. It's 100% or 0%. 80% can get you 10% of output. 100% it will give you 100%. That's how it works. It's exponential, and it wasn't until I understood that I made the amount of progress, and more importantly, that I felt good. High energy, high frequency, a purpose in my mind. I know where I'm going, and I won't stop. Because I know how to cultivate it. I keep repeating it, but if you don't fucking do it, then I don't know what you're doing. Being all in on your nutrition, your body, physicality. Be strong. In the gym, cardio, walking, and train for aesthetic and performance. Don't be a bodybuilder just to be a bodybuilder. Be strong as well. Do some calisthenics, bodyweight movements. And that's actually what I'm teaching the guys inside my Forge the Man program, which is basically a program that forges you into the man. It's in the name. Physically and mentally. So they all have a personalized daily blueprint for their training. They have a nutrition plan, and they have the daily habits they need to do in order to become that guy. When you have everything, when you know everything you need to do in a single day, the standards that you need to hold yourself to in a single day, there are not goals, by the way, these habits. They're standards. Because if you know the standards you need to get and you don't fucking do them, obviously you'll feel like shit. That's how you win. That's how you feel high frequency. That's how you get better at improving yourself and at getting closer to that higher self. Because if you're not constantly improving yourself and being all in, you'll never receive these like positive thoughts from God, these new thoughts, the thoughts that will how we say that? The thought that will grow seeds, that will make you, that will give you seeds in your ambition muscle. Like, you know, these thoughts that just, you don't know where they come from, but the ideas, like the idea. You'll never get the idea of where you want to go if you're not constantly improving yourself, if you're not in a state where you can receive this idea. Because you can receive this idea when you feel like shit, lethargic. You'll never act on it. If you're high frequency, if you're high energy every single day, when you'll come, you'll fucking do what you need to do. You'll get a direction. That's why I keep saying the more you're all in on your body, nutrition, mentality, that's why you're getting more ambitious, because you become the guy that is successful, confident in himself. You can have a daily blueprint, a habit tracker, where you put all of the habits you need to do every single day in order to become the best version of yourself. The gym, cardio, the steps, and the habits that can get you closer to God. Sorry, the habits that can get you closer to God. Just like inside my program, there's something called that I do every morning, the AM Forging Identity, which is basically a mix of meditation and the law of assumption to make you into the man that you want to become. If this sounds woo-woo, you're fucking gay, not me. Because you're reinforcing your identity through repetition. And that's what you're doing right now, even if it's not conscious. You keep repeating the same negative thoughts again, or like over and over again. So switch it, do the opposite. Cultivate your mind positively every single morning and every single evening through silence, which is something most people like. They're never in silence. They're always, anytime they wake up, boom, fun. News, negative news. Oh, somebody shot 20 people. Why? Silence, law of assumptions, fucking kill it. Then you're training obviously like 4 to 5 times a week in the gym. A mix of bodybuilding plus calisthenics to get strong as fuck and get aesthetic as fuck. To get the body of somebody who's a fucking killer, a fucking savage. Forge the man. And eat food for nutrition and performance. Not one or the other. Like, you don't want to be a bodybuilder who's eating only for to look good, to get big, dirty bulking, etc. Or like crash diets. You'll just feel like shit the whole day. Your insulin will be always packed. And you'll probably get diabetes when you're 30 or 40, so fuck it. Eat for aesthetic, but also for performance, physically and cognitively. You need to use your brain, bro. Plan your days based around your gym workouts and your cognitive performance sessions. So when you work, if you have a mental work, otherwise you wouldn't worry that much. And that's the thing, like, I started where you are right now. Every guy inside Forge the Man started where you are right now as well. The only thing you need is know which input you need to act on every single day. Start with your body. Can't emphasize this one enough. And if you tell me that you don't have time to fuck what? Train 4 to 5 times a week, do your 10k steps daily. Yes, you fucking do, bro. If you were cutting this unproductive time, like the 4 or 5 hour daily screen time that you have on your phone right now, you'll have some fucking times. Bro, there are some entrepreneurs working 50, 60, 70, 80 hours a week and they still fucking, like, they're in savage shape. What's stopping you from getting there? Your own laziness, that's it. Don't let your old self, the one that you're trying to escape from to get to a new version of yourself, improving yourself, hold you back from getting there. This is not you talking. This is your bitch. Your old self. Your bitch self. Pussy self. Pussy clad. Pussy self. And this is the first thing you need to lock in: the body, the process, the habits. But yeah, Kilian, but I want to focus on my career. I want to focus on my school. Yeah, okay. I get it. And it used to be the same for me. Like, I was trying to grow my fitness coaching business. At some point, it was a ghostwriting business. But I let my personal improvement stuff go out of the window. That's when I was off-assing everything, and that's when I would cry coming back from home. Because I was neglecting me. And if you want to improve in school, in your career, in anything, You need to improve yourself. And that's how I had a 4.5 GPA in my semester in civil. When I first came in civil during the first months, 2 months, I was feeling so much like shit. I was depressed. Cultural shock was big as fuck. And I was a fucking pussy. And it wasn't until I found a calisthenic park that my university had a gym as well. I locked in on my body, my nutrition when I was out there. Then everything started to get better because I focused on myself. And so when you focus on your body, all in, you're 80% there on the other area you're trying to cultivate, whether it be career, business, school, anything. I think you get the message now. So to recap, bro, feeling behind, feeling stuck, feeling lethargic, feeling low energy is a symptom. It's not the cause. The cause is your standard, your daily standard, your you standard, my me standards. The inputs, the blueprint. Go all in on your body first and everything will follow. Trust me on that, bro. And if you don't know where to start, you can just DM me on Instagram at Kylian Ranu and I'll reply ASAP. There's no phases. If you start to go in this journey, it becomes a lifestyle. It's for life. For who you are right now, for who you're becoming, for your future wife, kids, your family. Show up for everybody. It's all about standards. All in or all out. One decision to all in will change everything for you, bro. Subscribe to the channel and you can DM me anything on IG at Kylian Ranu. I reply to everyone. I reply ASAP. Let's keep learning. Let's keep winning. Let's fucking go.